Friends, I am so very excited that I decided to dive back into this series again and read the latest volume, but I'm like, volume 4, where are you? I cannot wait till September to read the next volume. Hello friends, happy Friday. We are doing a manga review and I'm very, very excited. I have been wanting to get caught up on this series because I really enjoyed volume 1 and 2. That is Victoria of Many Faces, the manga. I know I've talked about this before, and crazy enough, in this video here, it was a video I think I filmed last year. I talked about my top 5 manga I would love to see get turned to an anime, and what do you know? This series has an anime coming. It looks amazing. I'm even more excited to watch it. I'm even more excited, I think, just for people to experience how wonderful and phenomenal this series is. If you're a fan of found family, kick-butt heroines, and men who fall first and fall hard for the female lead, you are going to love this. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I have a lot of feelings. Of course, I will do my best to keep this spoiler-free. I will mention if anything is to the best of my ability, but overall, no spoilers. So it is about our main female lead. When we're first introduced to her, her name is Chloe, or at least that is the name she was given when she was part of the spy organization in a different country. But the thing is she finds out things about her family and she's like, you know what? I want out of this because they have been lying all of this time and they're just using me and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. So she makes it seem that she unfortunately has passed away, but ultimately she has taken on the identity of a young woman I believe has been missing for a very long time, and now she has popped up back in this country. I think it's Ashbury is the name of it. She's a young single woman who is just aiming, who also goes by the name of Victoria now, who's aiming to have a happy and peaceful life. But here's the thing. That sounds really good in theory, a spy who no longer wants to be a spy and live a really chill life, you know, under the radar. But yeah, she sees a young girl, this girl here, her name is Nona. She sees her on the park bench and she has a little bit of a suspicion that something's just not right. And when she comes up to Nona, she's asking her questions. Apparently her mom has been gone for several hours now, and at the end of the night, her mother still has not come back. But somewhere in there, I'm not exactly sure of the time frame off the top of my head right at this moment because I was really tired when I read this, been struggling with insomnia, and thankfully it's getting a lot better. But the time I read it, I was really tired. She decides to bring the girl with her. She was going to go to drop her off at the police station so that the girl could go to an orphanage, and I believe on the way there is a purse snatcher, and so Victoria, you know, again, she's trying to be under the radar, but not only is she taking in this young woman, it seems, but she trips the thief. And the thief was none too happy about that. Okay, obviously so. But yeah, she has already gotten the attention of the captain of the Knights and people around, even when she decides to go, as she said that she was going to go drop off this child at the police station. She actually wants to end up taking Nona and basically adopts her. And so begins this story of this young woman who is taking care of this child and also having, he's not on here, but also having this really handsome man who is the captain of the Knights. Now, I don't know which order, but his name is Jeffery, and he is very smitten with Victoria. I loved this manga so much. It blessed my heart deeply to be back with these characters, especially when I was feeling discouraged. I'm like, I do not know what to do about this insomnia because that's just a long story for another day, but I was feeling really discouraged, and so I finally, the other day, I was like, you know what, we're gonna read it. I mean, I'd already put on my schedule on Sunday that I was gonna be reviewing it, but I just dove into it even though I didn't feel in the mood, and I just felt so happy by these characters. Victoria is such a phenomenal female lead. I loved cheering for her in every single volume. I mean, how many women, at least in the shoujo manga that I have read, where these young women, they're trying to live a peaceful life, and yes, you could live a peaceful life with a child, but it's going to make it a lot harder if you're a spy who is sort of on the run and trying to stay on the down low. But yet she's more or less saying, I know about all of that, but has a bigger heart for this young girl that she doesn't want her to have something that happened to her, talking about Victoria, of being taken in by spies or just having a worse life. And seeing, again, how much she cared for Nona, but just how she is teaching her so much and how much she really puts into this relationship in the sense of it's not just a young woman who picked up a girl off the streets just to care for her so she's safe. No, it's like she is viewing this young girl as as her daughter or as a younger sister, and it is the most wholesome and wonderful thing. And if that was not even like the cherry on top kind of thing, Victoria can kick butt. We see this we especially see this in volume 3, I feel, but also we see it in volume 2 and a little bit, yeah, in volume 1, yeah, near the end. And it's like, Victoria is so cool. Every time Nona is like, Vicky is so cool. I'm like, girl, I'm right there with you, girl. I'm right there with you. Like, she is amazing. I love seeing her do all of these. And you can see where she has taught Nona how to do a somersault as well, and teaching her tree climbing and how to defend herself. And we will definitely talk about Jeffery when it comes to that, because that was some good stuff. I was trying to find a really cool moment where we just see Victoria in action. And I am just like, girl, absolutely amazing. Like, right here, this guy thinks she's about to use a left hook. Wrong, buddy, wrong. She comes out and kicks him and actually ends up breaking his ribs. And it's just the coolest thing. Again, sorry, I know I repeat myself, but I really love those moments. I get so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, she is just totally slain. And I just get Nona when she's like, she's so cool, because 100% yes. If you really love a female heroine that is very compassionate, but also can do self-defense, yes, yes, you need to be checking this out, especially if you love found family, because the found family trope is just at the center between Nona and Victoria's relationship. I even love later in volume 3 when Nona's like, can Jeffery be part of our family too? Because she sees it. She sees how much Victoria cares and loves her. When there's something, oh my gosh, when there's something that happens in this volume, hello, September, come on down, please. Come on down, because absolutely not. I cannot wait that long. I cannot wait that long. But something happens with Nona. Thankfully, it was wrapped up in this volume, y'all. I would have been crashing out. But yeah, something happens, and it was just, oh, the pain, like the emotional feels. Like, man, I was gut punched when it came to this volume. We have a lot of happy and found family vibes, which continue the whole way, but I really love that happy vibe. This one, we see some backstory, and it was hard, and then with things with Nona, and I can't go into spoilers about that, but it was really like, you know, keep this family together. And yes, add in our Jeffrey man. Add him in too, because that is what's so great about Jeffery, is that I love that when he sees how independent Victoria is, when he sees Victoria is teaching Nona how to climb trees and everything, the man rolls with it. He supports it. He supports it, y'all. We love to see it. I mean, he really, though, he is so smitten with her, and it is just absolutely adorable. I love to see it every time. My heart was breaking for him in the 3rd volume. My heart was breaking, and I'm just like, listen, I had to go and look at volume 4, and I said, you better confirm some things for me, volume 4. I had to go read the blurb. I'm like, please put my heart back together, because y'all, I teared up at the end of volume 3. I really felt like there was a shift in the story. I think somebody even said volume 1 and volume 2 sort of started as a prologue, and then you get into the meat, to the heart of this story, and it feels like, I mean, Victoria's building this beautiful life, and then it's like, well, where do we go from here when things happen in volume 3? I didn't like that. I mean, I gave every volume 5 star. Funny enough, I gave volume 1 a 4 star when I first read it, and volume 2 when I first read it, and I bumped them up to 5 stars. But we're trying to talk about Jeffery, and I'm getting overly excited here. I love this. He's like, yeah, this is the pin I want to share. He's like, did she learn that from you? And he has never once condemned Victoria, that she knows how to do all of these things. When something happens in volume 1, and she's like, hey, Jeffery, I think you need to like check out this man, because he's acting pretty shady. Even when he starts sort of connecting the dots a little bit, he never once has thought, I need to arrest this girl. I need to tell her she's wrong. No, he supports her. The hoops that he would go through to be with this woman. I'm like, Victoria, my girl, I need you to see Jeffery is one of the best male heroes I've seen, male leads, where he's just willing to go above and beyond. And he's like, you know, if you just need me here to support you, I am here for that. You need me to protect you, I will do it, long as he is not hindering her in any kind of way. We love to see it, which made, man, like volume 3, so many feelings. And I'm like, I don't know anybody who's read it. So if you've read it, please come DM me, okay? I'm really slow right now because I'm getting back on my game of catching up with everybody, but please reach out to me, because I was just like, I have nobody I can talk to about what happened and about the things that go down. And it was just like, oh, like, man, I was not expecting that. And it's like you have these really beautiful moments. Like, I really love volume 2 and seeing Victoria shine where, I mean, she shines in anything and everything. It feels like, I feel like there's nothing Victoria can't do, honestly. But she is in a teaching position. And I love seeing, like, you know, it's not just Nona that she's really good with children and making learning fun. No, we see her with another young child and how much she is really taken by him and helping him and supporting him. I mean, she thinks out the box, thinks what she can do to help make learning the most fun while also, yes, being engaging to them. But what's something like, for example, the same kid really wanted to be more active, and Victoria was a little nervous to have him do the same things like doing somersaults, for example, with Nona, because she didn't want him to get injured and his mom get upset, which would make sense. But the child was really bummed. And so she started thinking, like, what can I do where he could do this and keep him safe while also learning? I really, really love seeing those moments. Also, too, in volume 1, where there is like a cranky old man and she's just warmed up to him and you see some character development in him. All really, really great stuff. I mean, there's never a moment that I'm thought like, oh gee, this is boring, or this is just filler, this isn't useful information. No, it all came together to make this incredibly engaging story that is really different than what I have read in other shoujo manga. And it was funny actually reading my original review that I wrote on Goodreads last year when volume 1 released, that I had said that this manga was not like other manga because it didn't start off in the, I don't know what I meant fully, but I said typical shoujo romance. And I just thought that's sort of funny because it never even starts as a romance. So if you're looking for a story that, yes, does have a little bit of romance and you like seeing some ship sailing, I for one am that way, but you don't want it to be the main focus, I think you would also really like this because it's there. And like, I so desperately want Victoria's happiness. Like, I want her happiness first. I feel like Nona, she's gonna be happy as long as she's with Victoria. I feel like that's locked in. So I'm not worried there. But for Jeffery, man, in volume 3, I'm like, please, I want his happiness too. But it's hard when we're in Victoria's head. I mean, we do see a backstory with Jeffery, and I'm like, he's such a sunshine character. I never would have expected things that happen. But I would say in the present, in the now, that Victoria really, it was fun seeing her character and seeing all of the wonderful faces that she has. Like, good faces, I would say. I don't like when there was a time where she felt she was about to get harmed. I didn't like that one. but she was cool. She was cool defending herself. But it's like, when it came to the romance, or what could be, she's like, I don't know what face I should be making right now. Like, what is a normal face? Not one that she's putting on because she can have a romance if she needs to, or like be in a relationship, or romantic relationship, I should say. Like when she was a spy, and she wanted to be her normal self, but she really didn't know what was expected of her, what she should do. And there were times too where, like, there was one line in volume 3 where she's basically saying, we're fine, we got this, I can do it by myself. And it's like, girl, I know you can do it by yourself. You're doing it right now. But if only, that was one thing I walked away with volume 3. If only, Victoria, you could see how many people love and care for you, who want to help you, who again are starting to connect dots, but they're like, we love Victoria. It doesn't even have to be romantically, but they care for her. They see how Victoria has invested her heart, her time in her life into these people, that they want to help her the same way that they've helped them and made their life better. And it was hard when Victoria says that line because it's like, girl, you're not nearly as alone as you think you are. And volume 4, when it comes out, I will be seated. I'll be seated, and I better be seated for a happy ending. For at least happy things. Happy things. That is what we want, is happy things. The art is really wonderful in this series. I loved it. I love all the expressions. I think Nona really, really shines on page with her MIDI expressions. She absolutely loves Vicky, as she calls her, and seeing how smug she gets and how proud she is. Even Jeffery has some really cute expressions as well. And Victoria does too. I loved a scene in volume 3 where we see her unexpectedly dress up. I was like, that was really great. Even though she was embarrassed, I'm like, girl, you look cute, you look adorable. Let Jeffery look at you because he knows that you look cute and says it. And oh, here's another really cool scene with Victoria kicking butt. That was super awesome. And I don't know where this series is gonna go. I mean, if I thought it was all like fluffy for the first 2 volumes, and not all of it was fluffy, but it did feel more, I was about to say more fluffy driven, but that doesn't feel accurate. I just felt those found family vibes really shine, and they continue to shine, but there wasn't the same inkling of danger, of feeling a little bit unsettled, feeling a little bit unsure, feeling like, is this the right decision? You know, and seeing Victoria not second guessing herself, but where she's emotionally feeling invested into these relationships and she's like, I shouldn't have done this. So I feel like there's just a different emotional investment for volume 3 than there was in the first 2 volumes. I love this page a lot because she's like, because of her, I have a wonderful, peaceful life now, and that is all I want for her. Like, please let that be, I can't say the end game, but the ending, that she can have that, because everything just amped up in this 3rd volume, and I'm really concerned, y'all. I'm really concerned, hoping everything is going to be okay, be all right. If it's not, I'm going to be coming crying to you guys later about how it's not, and we're just going to believe though, and hope that I'm not being delulu, and that everything is really going to be okay. So I would definitely recommend this series. I am very excited for that anime. Again, I really hope it puts this series on people's radar, that even if they don't read the manga, that they check out the anime. It is, the manga at least, is so very wonderful. We do have light novels also available from Yen Press. I have not personally read them. I don't have any plans to pick them up. I'm very happy with the manga. I want more. I want the series to release so much faster. So strongly recommending this to anybody. As I said at the very beginning of the video, if you like found family, if you like a compassionate heroine who can kick butt, yes, and you like seeing male leads who are just absolutely smitten, this is your series. This is your series. I love it so much. I cannot wait for volume 4, and I really hope that this review can convince somebody, even just one person, to go read it or to catch up on the series. I really feel like it will be more than worth your time, but I would love to hear from you, friends. Have you read this series? What is your favorite kind of heroine or hero? Let me know down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!